Hello everyone, and welcome to the full review of Royal Variation. And interesting, this mod with vanilla enemies will be a great way to add enemies to increase the difficulty in your Minecraft world. So, with that said, let's get to the video. First of all, this mod is called Royal Variation, a mod with a simple theme, which will add us new and enhanced, real-life versions of classic enemies. More specifically the zombie, skeleton creeper, and also the enderman, who will be powerful enough to be considered a kind of mini-boss.
No!
These may appear naturally throughout the world, but obviously, with a lower percentage than their normal versions. And watch out, as well as a quick fact, this project was created by the same author of others, MODs known as Clanging Hell, Numa Settlement, Wyclaro Born in Chaos, which will already have their respective video on this channel. Now, in fact, all of this, let's move on to reviewing each of the new creatures and their artifacts. In first place, we have this zombie. Just like all real versions will have enhanced features, such as damage and resistance. What is certain is that it will always come accompanied by normal zombies, which upon entering into battle, they will be equipped with a helmet of Royal Knight, just like some iron weapon. And if that wasn't enough for you, they will also be benefited by the Knight's Strength, a new special effect of the real zombie, which will significantly increase the defense. Conversely, if we are hit by the Royal zombie will give us the effect of a chosen victim, making us a priority target for attack.
¿Qué?
Let's imagine we have a villager near us, which is being attacked by a horde of zombies because it has the same effect. Now, they will turn their attention to us, and increasing both its movement speed, its attack speed. In the case, defeating a royal zombie will allow us to minerals, other crops, and of course special tools, like the fragment of a royal crown, fragments of armor, and also a scepter. Continuing, we have the royal skeleton having the same behaviors as a normal skeleton, but with enhanced features. He takes more damage with his bow, firing range, and also recoil, in addition to decreasing significantly your attack damage, speed of movement, and attack speed, and 10%, in addition to an armor reduction of 25%. Yes, all this with a single shot. It's just that all that's left is for me to take your money in real life.
¿Y los billetes?
And of course, just like the royal zombie, will make you a priority target for nearby enemies. As if this weren't enough, if a real skeleton is found facing a target, all the skeletons near this, they will have a bow upgrade to power 2.
Bueno,
Okay,
lo
we
intentamos.
tried. In addition to this, in the case of hitting a royal skeleton, this will move away, hitting a jump back, and trapping you in a net, which will immobilize you for a few seconds. If we defeat him, he will leave us his bones. Golden bones, royal arrows, pieces of crown, fragments of armor, and very rarely, the royal arch. In the next position, we have the royal creeper. This man will have some pretty dangerous skills. Well, if he is accompanied by other enemies, this will give them a time bomb effect, exploding like creepers after a few seconds. Although unlike these, they will not destroy blocks.
¿Y es algo?
In the event of sustaining any damage from these explosions, you will experience the stunning effect, significantly reducing our movement speed and damage by 60%. In addition to this, like any creeper will have, capacity to exploit, with much more power, but with the load slightly slower. But of course, the explosion will actually be much more powerful. And be careful if you're wondering about it. It can also recharge when struck by lightning, thus creating an explosion, even more powerful than the previous one. In case of defeating the royal creeper, we'll be able to leave us with its gunpowder, gold nuggets, fragments of crown, and royal armor. Besides, of course, the real gunpowder, And finally, we have the Royal Enderman. Being by far the most dangerous of all, but also the hardest to find. But yes, that you will have much more opportunity to see it in the end dimension. This one will not be aggressive unless we provoke it, somehow. Where he will launch us, the pressure gaze effect, making us have blindness and making us the target of everyone nearby Enderman. As for his other skills, every time the Royal Enderman teleports, it will give a kind of magical splash. What if we get him? It will give us the heavy effect of the end, slowing down our movement speed 40% and reducing by 25% the height of our jump. In the case of the Royal Enderman, have less than 20% of life. From time to time, we'll summon an amble, magic that will hit the player's head, which will also give it the heavy end-like effect. In the case of defeating the Royal Enderman, this will leave us ender pearls, gold nuggets, pieces of crown, fragments of royal armor, and of course, the real ender pearl. One of the most interesting objects in the entire mod. And well, since we're talking about all the new enemies, now let's move on to the topic of their tools. Let's start with the crown fragments. As you saw, all kinds of creatures will be able to lead them. With these we can create the complete crowns, having the ability to transform creatures in their real-life version. But unfortunately, these will be for single use only. Where they will be truly useful, it's to create the best reel. With this and an armor from chainmail we will get this new armor set, the Royal Knight's armor. It will be much more powerful than one from netherite, although not as resistant. In addition to a defense bonus, extra for you and your nearby pets, and your life expectancy drops below 40%. Continuing with the other tools, we will have the Royal Scepter, a 5 damage weapon that, when pressed, right-clicking will give us a bunch of effects. Beneficial: 5% movement speed, 15% attack speed, 3.5 extra damage, and a 5% extra armor. All these effects will also be given to our pets, but multiplying all these effects by 2. Then we'll have the Golden Bone, which by itself will do nothing. We can transform it into golden flower that will make the crops in an area of 3 by 3, or also as an ingredient for the royal arrows. And of course, being an important ingredient for the creation of the royal bow. Although the bow will have greater durability, we will only be able to get the most out of it with real arrows. Having greater momentum, reduction of all target statistics, 10% and 25% armor, in addition to giving it a red mark, so as not to lose sight of it. Continuing, we will have the real gunpowder, with which we can create this new type of pump, being more like a type of pomegranate, generating a powerful explosion that will produce a stunning effect, lowering movement speed and attack damage, and 60%.
But deliver us.
And finally, we'll have the real ender pearl. By itself, it will be a normal ender pearl but improved, eliminating teleportation damage and generating a kind of magic cloud harming creatures around us. And of course, also can be used for the creation of 2 new tools. First, we'll have the spectral gauntlet. This, like any device, can be placed in a special inventory. While wearing it, our range will have increased by 2 extra blocks, in addition to 15% of probability of generating an amble magic over the creatures we hit. And of course, we'll also have the phone locator, possibly being the best item in the entire mod. Well, if we use this in some block, we will create a teleportation point. If we hold down the right click for more than 4 seconds, we will be teleported to that same point. But of course, with certain restrictions. How can it not be used between dimensions, or that each use? This will cause it to eventually run out. Although equally, we'll be able to recharge it again with another Royal Pearl. But anyway, as you can see, although this mod may seem small at first glance, the truth is that it keeps very interesting things, in addition to very good tools and creatures that would be excellent for Minecraft. vanilla, since they won't be breaking. The gameplay is too much. But tell me what you thought of this mod. Which of all the real variants was the one you liked the most, or the one you would like the most that was in Minecraft? In addition to others, mods you'd like to see in an upcoming video. I'll be reading your comments. And well guys, I hope you enjoyed it and had fun. That's the most important thing for me. If you liked the video, I would ask you to please leave your like. Please comment on what you thought of this video. What other types of videos would you like to see on the channel? And also subscribe. That's very important. Remember to never leave your dogs in the street. Seriously, don't do it. See you in the next video. Bye.